Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to use acceleration data from the microbit, send this data to serial port and using this data in external application like processing. I will use make code, start new project. I will set the name of the project like send acceleration to serial port. Send acceleration data to serial port. You can see the start block and forever block. I will choose from the input palette acceleration. I will use this later. From input palette I will choose the commands to write some value to serial port. I will first set baud rate. This is velocity for transfer data. I will set to 115 200 this speed. In the forever block I will put this command serial write value. X value I will set to the acceleration data value. You may choose the projections of acceleration vector in X, Y and Z direction. In this example I will choose acceleration in X and Y directions only. This command from basic palette I will choose to see this value on microbit. This value is not necessary. The same value I will send to this command. You can see acceleration in X and Y direction. This sensor measures this value like vector projection to coordinate axis. I will connect with microbit and download this program. This program sends the acceleration data to serial port, rotating microbit about X or Y axis. Let's create the new application in the processing. In this application we will read acceleration data from microbit serial port and using this data to move some object. For instance, I will create a circle object. I will add library, go to manage library and add serial library. I will create draw and setup method. I will set size of frame. The first 400 and 400. Let's add background. I will use the gray background. To read that data from the serial port, I must create one object of class serial named my port. I will create this object in the constructor. This object needs 3 parameters. The first parameter is this object to connect with this sketch. Second parameter is the first object in the from list of USB port, and the third parameter is baud rate. I will first check the condition if my port received any data. The number of the received byte must be greater than 0. I will check this in if command, and I will create the string variable named data. To get data from my port, I will use read string until and send the new line character as parameter. Then I will check if data not null. In the next line of the code, I will trim data. The trim method remove extra white space in front of the string and the end of the string. On the end of the string, I will use the split method to separate string data into 2 substring. The first one is the key and the second one is the value. First one is the text x, y or z, and the second one is the value of the projection of acceleration in the x, y or z direction. I will create parts array of the strings data. The first one is key and the second one is the value. To get key, I will take the first one, the first element of that array. I must check if this array have only 2 value. Next I will get the second element of that array. This is the value of acceleration. I will choose println method to check if I get any data. You can see the frame is in the blue color. Let's start the application. You can see the console. You can see X and Y value on the console. This is acceleration in the X and Y direction. We will use this acceleration to move some object. Let's add one float value. This is acceleration in X direction, initialized to 0. I will add a Y acceleration in the Y direction, 2. Next, I will set the value of acceleration in the X direction like key. I must parse this value to float, and I will cast the value like acceleration in the Y direction. I will print this those. Okay, let's start this project. You can see the frame. You can see that acceleration in the X direction is not read correctly. I will add if else if command to check if X and Y or Y acceleration was read. I will change this code. If key is equal X, I will set acceleration in the X direction to value. A value must cast to float. In the else if block of, we'll add acceleration in the Y direction. Okay, that's right. You can see acceleration in both. I will come back to make code project and change the code. I will add acceleration in the Z direction. I will not use in this application, but I want to show you how you may using this acceleration in the 3D application. Let's move this block of code to left. I will choose pause command to make to pause between two transmissions of data. I will add more one else if block. Check the condition if key equals Z and set acceleration projection of acceleration in the Z direction. I will create some object, circle object. You can see data of accelerations in X, Y and Z directions. I will create position in the X direction, pose X, and set formula to this to set this value. I will choose sensitivity and multiple this value and multiple acceleration value with this sensitivity. I will add some method named draw circle to draw circle. I will use the fill method to set color to red, and I will write the ellipse method. This method draw the ellipse. If I set width and height to be equals, that object will be circle. To constrain this value into the frame of the application, I will call the processing method constrain and set the parameters with Let's start the application. You can see the circle on the left corner. We must add this product of two numbers, product of sensitivity and acceleration. We must add to preview position of X. You can see moving the circle in proportion to red acceleration data from serial port. The circle object move in the plane. That's all in this video. See you and goodbye.